we think about accessibility on our websites and complying with ADA requirements, the real heart of the issue is how we are helping people make decisions. Accessibility is about providing them with information and value online so they are able to do the things that they want and need to do. And so, whether you sell a service or provide a product, it's important that you think about how do you help people to learn how to buy that from you? How do you help them to make a decision? How do you help them to make a good decision and become a customer? And so, for that to happen, they've got to be able to access your information. They have to know why you're different, why you're better. They need to know what others think about you as well. And they have to be able to process their own thoughts and feelings about this decision they're trying to make. And your website's job is really to help them. And so, in order to do that, we have to really have an effective accessibility plan for our website. Here's what should be happening on your website. You look at the chart on the left-hand side of the screen. What we all want on the upper right-hand side is we all want to be leaders. We want to be sector leaders. We want to be influencing and shaping the industry. We want to be growing. And that can only happen when we have sustainable traffic and growth on our website. And that comes from our organic search, people looking for things that we offer, and we've done a good job of putting the information out. It may come from social media posting, it may come from advertising. And the ability for us to grow, at least what's supposed to be happening, is we can do that efficiently. We can bring traffic to our website reliably. That traffic will convert reliably into customers, and we can do that over and over again in an efficient, cost-effective way. We're not just reliant upon really expensive ads to try and get customers with low-quality leads, but we're doing that. That's really the requirement to have efficient growth. That comes from some important things on this chart. You'll notice on the left-hand side here, it says that we have to have effective online customer conversion. What that means is our website's got pages that help visitors, people who are trying to make a decision and learn about an opportunity or solve a problem, to become customers. So these high converting pages are what growing websites have to have. They also have to have, down on the next line down, they have to have the ability to help people who are surfing and trying to solve their questions, answer their questions and solve problems. We have to be able to trade valuable information for their contact information so we can continue to nurture them and educate them. So that's what has to happen to get to this ability for consistent growth. That, of course, lives on a website that really stands out and it serves our prospects' needs. Websites like that are what lead to this kind of consistent ongoing growth. That's built upon a buyer journey. That is the intentional ability for us to understand how the decision is processed, what's driving or keeping customers back, and helping them online to make that decision. That comes from three things, the bottom line of the chart. It comes from real customer insight that goes way deeper than just a shallow persona or some demographics. It really goes to the drivers that are pushing people forward or things that are holding them back. It goes to our brand narrative, how we engage people and help them to really understand how we connect with them. We want to resonate with them in a brand narrative that transfers our passion to them. And then our competitive advantage, how are we different? If we're not different, then why should they go with us? We certainly don't want that to be based on price. We want it to be based on something that's of value, that's not just price. So those things together go into buyer journey. That's built into a website that creates this ability to trade contact information for important insights. And then we're able to keep those people interested and engage and convert them online. And that creates a sustainable growth pattern. Now, all of that to say, if your website is not accessible, let's think about what happens. When we have this buyer journey that we've developed, and by the way, that's something that Story Collaborative does with great skill, I believe, helping people to develop buyer journeys that can be built into web experiences. Ask us about that. If we don't have accessibility built into our online properties in our website, then all of those differentiators, that brand narrative, those customer insights, that's all wasted because people simply can't access it. And so our differentiators don't matter at all because we have not delivered the goods in terms of communication. The second thing that happens to us is that people are trying to be on our website and they simply cannot use their devices, their accessibility devices, to process the information on our website. And that is extremely frustrating to them. And so they might be locked out of some things and allowed into other things, but it really ruins the buyer experience, and it makes it really difficult for people. And so they are getting frustrated. Their desire, many of them would leave our site. But what's happening is we've built this great site. We're getting more and more traffic, more and more visibility, and we're really frustrating a lot of people. It's a large percentage of the population that has some kind of accessibility need online. And so we're frustrating them. What we're doing with our growing traffic now that we actually need to make our business grow is that we are increasing our own visibility and our own liability risk because we're growing. And that means that we are now going to have to deal with this. Otherwise, we are going to be one of those people that we frustrated enough folks that somebody gets mad enough that they begin the process of pursuing us on it in a legal way. So this is why it's critical that if you really care about people, you want to help them make good decisions, you will take care of the responsibility of being accessible online.